Yep. Alright, so I am done. I'm also high as a kite. Done with the engine bay, anyway. At least stripping and priming it. I also did some rework with my... I catch my breath. I don't know if you can tell, but my garage is full of fumes. I better pause and let some of this stuff out. Alright, that's a little bit better. I had opened my garage door and sprayed a whole bunch of air through and got the air circulating. So now that I think you can hear in the background my compressor going. Anyway, I took my blowtorch and I heated up the entire shelf, started banging on it again, using this as a fulcrum. It's a little bit, yeah, that's burnt. That's not paint. And I got it a little bit straighter. I'm not too displeased by this. I also see some drips and some runs there, but I'll sand that up pretty easily. I have finished up. Wow, I didn't do a great job painting. But okay, who gives a shit, right? I've finished all the body prep in the engine bay. I've got some stuff still to repaint. Some of these seams that are really tough to get to. And let's see, what does that say? 48863. That's my body tag number. Again, the paint's still drying, so I took all of this stuff. Doesn't look good, but it'll get better once I start to prime and stuff. I have used hours upon hours of stripping this stuff with my little sand blaster, my little crappy sand blaster that I can use for about 10 seconds at a time, and then I have to refill it, but I'm not bitching loudly. And you can see that some dust has already settled in. Jesus. Took that off, ground underneath of it, got all the rust from under it. Took that off, ground it off, got all the rust from underneath of it. And I'm not sure. Yeah, there's some malformed metal there. I'm not sure if I'm going to fix that, i.e. make it look pretty. Probably not, just because it's not going to be seen. It's going to be behind a radiator plus the floor of the engine of the intake cowl. I didn't do some great prep there. Oh well. And missed some paint up in there. There's notes to myself. Up in there too. I need to get some better paint. Yeah, but see, this is the point where I always say, "What's next?" I've got some. I put some. Yeah, that's one of the weld seams. I put some tiger hair over that to make it smooth out. I'll grind that down, make it look pretty. But I'm not sure what to do next. Ugh. I suppose I could clear my trunk out and start doing the underside of that. I've got a couple of pet projects that I cannot wait to start. Cannot wait to start. I've got a... I don't want to let the cat out of the bag until I do it, because... yeah, people get bitchy, but... I need to do my my skirt, my chin up there. And oh, by the way, if anybody's been following, I've got a bent frame, and I'm going to try to unbend it. So I got a couple of 4x4s today. I'm going to take the rear end off. I'm going to heat the hell out of that seam. Let's see if I can zoom in on this thing. That seam right there where it's a little bit wowie. And I'm going to jack that thing down. Whether or not I keep this as a frame or turn this thing into a trailer, I don't know. But I'm going to try it, because I've never tried it before. I'm going to buy some chain, and I'm not going to do that tomorrow. Today's a Saturday, the 1st or 2nd of December of 17. So, I have discovered, by the way, that you can reuse these walnut shells. Here's an example of what to look out for. That's not my, that's paint. That's not me, you know, doing my nails. But if you reuse the stuff, you're going to have detritus and junk, so you'll need to sift that out. But I have a sifter, but it passed all that shit. I more or less just swept it up off the floor, put it back in the bucket, a different bucket, sifted it, and put it back in this bucket. So I'm happy to say that I can reuse walnut shells. My sandblaster did have a tendency, let's see where to put it. Oh hell, I lost it. My sandblaster did have a tendency to, who knows, jam a little bit, but you know, tap tap, and it was good to go. And it started to squirt out again, so I may reutilize these walnut shells a couple more times. I will need to repaint this. As I heated it up, of course, some of the paint came off, and I'm out of welding primer, but I'll get some more of that. I do believe that for now, that is it. Yeah. Not too displeased by today's progress. This was a couple hours work. I will need to paint a lot of the stuff back, but not repainted, but you know, some of the seams where it was tough to get that that atomization spray. And then, yeah, I may just prime that, call it a day, and say I'm not gonna worry about a run. It shouldn't show up in the primer, but you never know. Guess I'll find out. So enough for now. What the hell I'm gonna do next, I don't know. Probably, you know what? Let's take a look at the underside of the trunk. I haven't done this. Ow. Oh Jesus. All right, so I've got. You know, I could fix this hole. I knew about that. Cut that out. Weld in the new repair piece. That'd be fun. I've got this to repair, although I'll probably fill in with tiger hair, which is some god-awful awesome stuff, by the way. And smooth it out. This, oh, fucking farkers. Alright, so undercoating, obviously. Let's take a look here. All of this has to come down. I mean, I could keep it the way it is. That would not be in keeping with what I'm trying to do with this car, though. You know, I took corners on an MGB when I was 16. I took cut corners on not a Triumph, a classic Mercedes. And I cut corners a little bit on a Triumph I had, a TR7. But no reason to on this MGA. And the corner I would cut would be, don't touch the underside of this portion of the car. Mainly because it's a pain in the ass to get to. Although, so I'm on my back. If I reached up, I am an inch to and a half away from the bottom, and with an angle grinder and a flapper disc, I could still get this off. Like I could probably strip this in a half a day, if that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. If nothing more than to say that for anybody who thinks I'm gonna flip this thing or cut corners or hush hush, don't tell anybody, but I'm not gonna do that. At some point, if I do sell this car when I die, somebody will want to look at the videos and say, yep, he did a good job, or that dude needs to be kicked in the nuts. And if I'm dead, I don't care if I'm kicked in the nuts, but I'm not gonna do it to somebody else. So, yeah, I'm gonna strip this shit out. Alright, so let's zoom into that. That's the passenger side. So, a little bit of rust, no big deal, no damage. And the left side is where it was hit in 1970. And I don't see a whole lot of malformation in the body at all, except for that. That I'll cut out. Cut out. And then put a new piece in there. That's going to be kind of fun, actually. Yeah. I do believe I am done for the night.